Hey, you know what, gamers? I think Windows 10 sucks, but I'm going to show you how to make it actually a lot nicer to use. Okay, so what we're going to do, alright, I'm going to install this from scratch. We're going to actually install Windows 10 LTSB edition, which is long-term service build. It's designed for medical equipment and shit that runs for like 24 hours, like ATMs. Basically it just gets less updates, and it has pretty much everything annoying like Metro, Cortana, App Store, all that crap stripped out. No Microsoft account tethering, it's just, you know, just normal. I'm just installing this on a virtual machine, so just, you know, delete all the partitions, reinstall. And yeah, so it's a special build of Windows 10 where it has most of the annoying crap stripped out from the get-go, which really helps us. But then I'm going to show you how to do other stuff like we're going to change the start menu style to like Windows 7's type, fix some of the problems like the icon spacing and updates and forced Windows Defender. I'll show you how to turn all that stuff off if you want, and also just enhance Windows itself, like install like a extension that adds tabs to your Windows Explorer, making multitasking a lot easier. I'm also going to show you how to get some other patches like Icaros, which lets you generate thumbnails and metadata for unknown file types. Lots of little stuff. Yeah. Finally. Alright, here we go. So we're going to go customize because Express settings are really shit. You don't want to send anything to Microsoft. I mean, it's just probably going to affect performance anyway, and it's just annoying. Turn that off. That should be okay. Oh god, fucking smart screen is such a piece of shit. It's so fucking annoying. We'll definitely turn that off. Rest. There we go. Now this LTSB version of Windows 10 doesn't have a Microsoft account stuff. And since it's based on the Enterprise Edition, it's going to ask for like if you want to join an Active Directory, which is like domain login stuff. We just want to join a local one. We'll just set up a local account. There we go. Call it KippyKit. No password. Don't care. Let's get in. There we go. I'll just fix the display drivers and stuff, so we can see the screen better. Alright, here we go. Once it's all set up, this is pretty much all you got. There's like nothing in the start menu by default. There's no Explorer. In fact, when you first start off, the only way to get into Explorer is to go into the recycle bin. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to the old original control panel, which is hidden away a bit. Search control panel and start. Get that. We go to appearance and personalization. Personalization again. Change desktop icons, and this is where we can change some neat little stuff. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to make some other personal changes I like. So, for example, if I have a bunch of windows and stuff open, I don't like it this style. So I'm going to go to settings and combine when taskbar is full. That way we get the labels. And I'm also going to make it smaller. There we go. That's how I like it. It's like classic style. There we go. I might also change the little colors. It's pretty basic. Just go show color on title bar, show color on taskbar. There we go. Now we've got a little theme going. That's already a lot better in my opinion. So next problem. This version of Windows 10 LTSB doesn't come with Edge. Only Internet Explorer. So we're going to have to get a different browser. Ah, for fuck's sake, hang on. Stop it. Alright, I'm going to get Opera. Or Ching Chong Opera you can call it. The only reason I use this browser is because Google Chrome keeps nagging me to uninstall non-store extensions, and when you're making your own little extensions or in the code of other ones, it's gonna have some there, and it's just gonna keep nagging you every time you open the browser to turn them off and take focus of everything. It's so annoying. So just because of that one little minor inconvenience, I've switched browsers a couple years ago. Here we go. Alright, so first program that can fix a lot of the drama with Windows 10, or most of it, is actually called WinAeroTweaker. Download that. There we go. Install. We will install this. You actually get an option for portable mode as well if you don't want to install it, but I find this comes really handy just in general. Alright, so what this program does is it gives you most of the settings that they removed in Windows 10. So, plus you even get to like set custom colors. We can do that. We get more options. There's also a lot of just handy stuff, like if you're in a normal build of Windows 10, you can disable ads, which I believe is stripped out of this version as well. You can disable the look for an app store notification, which I'll demonstrate here actually. Make a folder. Just realized I haven't got file extensions enabled. There we go. So if I had like a random gibberish file and tried to run it on this version of Windows 10, it says it tries to look for an app, but you have no apps installed whatsoever. So you always have to click this button. This just gets rid of that and just makes it instantly go to the other thing. So that's handy to have. You can enable the classic blue screen of death. Some other features I wanted. I like the old volume control, which you got this one, but if you tick that, you get that style. You can increase the wallpaper quality, which is set to garbage on Windows 10. But the one I wanted to, one of the big ones that I like to turn off is UAC, User Account Control, which is like the admin nag prompts. Now on Windows 7, if you turn this to never notify, it actually ran everything as administrator without having a, you don't have to do it this way anymore. If you disable it through here, it goes back to the Windows 7 way of disabling UAC. Plus, we can also disable Windows Defender, which is a really crappy antivirus in my opinion that's usually forced on even if you have another antivirus installed. Since I normally use Malwarebytes Premium, I just disable that and just get it to fuck off. You can always get rid of the icon too, which is good. Disable auto updates of Windows Store things. Disable Cortana, which I think is already disabled anyway, but just in case. Disable telemetry. You can also get things like Classic Calculator, but guess what? This version of Windows 10 already has the Classic Calculator already there. One thing we're going to fix too is the icon spacing. Ever since Windows Vista, I think it's been atrocious. So, but you can always change it until Windows 8 came out and they deleted the settings. So we're going to change the space into probably 64, I think. I think that's pretty good. Apply changes. Okay, so I'm going to sign out, sign back in. I don't remember if the spacing got any better than that. There we go. If you hold control and scroll, you can fix it up a bit. Yeah, I think it did take effect. It's a lot closer now. Just not from up there. No, whatever. Okay. Spacing's fixed regardless. Now, I'm going to try and fix this shitty start menu. You can just get OpenShell, which is just a more updated version of Classic Shell if you're familiar with that. I'm going to do that. Releases, OpenShell setup. Oh, one big thing I forgot to tell you. In WinAeroTweaker, there's another change we're going to make. Images, say any PNG file, for example, they actually open with Paint. There's no photo viewer, but there is one hidden from Windows 10. It's the Windows 7 one. If we activate it through here, it'll now show up in this menu where we can set it as our default. There we go, program has all the defaults. So now if I try to load that image, it actually runs in the photo viewer again, which is pretty cool. If I doodle on that, perfect. So that's a pretty crucial thing to keep in mind of. Alright, back to OpenShell. You install that, install. Don't want to update it. I think that's pretty good. There we are. Now you have the Windows 7 style, but I actually like to go to Windows area here. Now it is really the Windows 7 style. Much better in my opinion. Okay. But yeah, another thing I want to change. If I went to music. Oh, hold on 1 minute. There we go. One thing I missed from Windows 7 is it actually gave you a lot more info on this bottom bar here. So, the way we can fix that, there's another program called OldNewExplorer. Ah, shit. Man. Alright, there we go. OldNewExplorer. I'm going to hit install. Yes. Jesus Christ. I got to restart the computer to make it not appear with that message since we disabled UAC. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to do show details plain on the bottom and untick the status bar, which is that bottom bit there. Now if I reopen it, there we go. So if I go to music, it actually shows me like the artist information and I can rate it just like classic Windows 7. Alright, so we restored that, we restored this. Another thing, I'm surprised we haven't been notified about it yet, is updates. We can disable updates in Windows 10 by, it's called Windows Update Blocker. Now, it actually has an option to disable updates through WinAeroTweaker, but I find it re-enables itself. So we're not going to do it that way. Instead, we're going to use this program. Make sure you don't hit the fake download buttons, my dudes. Alright. Disable. There we go. No more updates. So when you're rendering a video, you don't get forced to restart your computer against your will. Perfect. Epic. Other tweaks we can do. We can get what's called QTTabBar. We'll install that and that. QTTabBar is fucking cool. You can see what it does here. Add tabs to Windows Explorer. Add little shortcuts. And I'll also install the update for it as well. Cool. Alright, so I'm just going to reset the whole entire machine. Just so that UAC thing takes effect mostly. There we go. Back up. Yeah, if you want to actually show the QTTabBar, you're going to go into View, Options, and enable it there. There we go. We've also got the command bar 2, where you got some shortcuts. Enable, toggle the labels. Here we go. You can have little tabs. It's so nice. It's just epic. Alright. Actually, another change I recommend you do. If you go to Window, Capture and Exclusion List, capture windows by shell execution hooks, relogin required. I recommend you okay that, because whenever another program tries to open a window, instead of adding a tab to an existing one you have open already, it just keeps opening new windows on top. So yeah, just enable that setting. And there you go, got some shortcuts, even see here, which is pretty handy actually. Alright, another tweak. I'm going to download FlashFolder. Now, it was really hard backtracking and trying to find this version of the program. I'm sure I reattached. Oh yeah. There we go. An x86 and this x64. This version here works with Windows 7 and 10. There's like a little beta version that all the links to it died. And I'll show you what this does. Go save as. You get this little bar on the top, so you get little. Well, it can be kind of handy, I guess. If you want to show everything, hit this button. And whoops. Hit this button and it'll show every file type. You've got like a bookmarks, so even when you do have the quick access here, you can, add current folder, documents there, then you can just find it. And it also works on when you have that little drop down sort of menu thing. Yeah, here we go. This is where I like it, because when you have this sort of menu, you can still talk to it like there, and also you can put manual paths in, which is so good. It should just be normal having that when you have that sort of folder, choose your folder sort of thing. Okay, so you got that. FlashFolder is pretty epic. Another epic thing you can get is Icaros. This one, and what you find is when you have a lot of file formats like WebM, or video, like a lot of type of video formats, they don't load any thumbnails or icons. If you do a lot of video editing, it can just be pretty handy to have. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna actually use the preset of most known. The way it works with like every file format. We're gonna leave properties enabled, so it gives us more information on MP3 files and that sort of shit, or more like OGG files. And we're gonna enable the cache, so if you have like a folder with a fuckload of memes and videos, it actually just instantly loads it, while Windows built-in one usually takes ages to load them. So that's pretty handy. And yeah, that's pretty much all you gotta do. And you may notice that if I go to music now and change the icon size, yeah, look at that, I get thumbnails on my MP3 files now. Pretty epic. Also, that's another thing that QTTabBar does. It adds a little file preview. So you can just hover over MP3 files and even videos as well. Although it just uses the built-in Windows Media Player codec, so if you have something like a WebM file, you'll look, well, I have a thumbnail for it from that Icaros. If you want it to actually play back WebM and OGG files, we can get K-Lite Codec Pack. Oh shit, I misspelled it. Oh, just get the basic one that only adds codecs and doesn't preload a bunch of shit. There we go. More advanced. Alright, we're going to want everything to be Windows Media Player. Yep. Never check for updates, it's annoying. Yep. So I'll just leave it as that. Tick everything. Make it stereo unless you have a super mecha multi-speaker setup, and that's it. Now every obscure file format will also play in Windows Media Player, and also that little QTTabBar hover menu thing that I just demonstrated there. So that's that done. Another tweak we can do is if you wanted to run Windows 16-bit applications, which is like really old 90s applications without using a Windows 3.1 emulator, fucking DOSBox or something, you can get what's called WineVDM, which the people that made the compatibility layer for Windows on Linux also ported it back to Windows so you can run 16-bit applications. Alright, I'm going to download the stable version, which is up here, assets, get the zip file, I'm going to install that, and I'll get ski free. Make sure to get the non-32-bit version, because what will normally happen is you try to run it, can't run on your PC. But if we get this, I think that's pretty good. I'll just rename it to just OTVDM. Alright, now to install it. This is a little bit fucky. I'm gonna run Notepad, drag install.reg in it. We will change the path, which actually looks like it's got most of it there already. So I'm gonna do that. COTVDM. There was another spot. Path to COTVDM. And that should be it. Alright, so we'll save that. Install. Yes. Now, ski-free works. There we go, you got 16-bit application support in Windows 10, 64-bit. Very epic. You can also get games like Bad Toys 3D. Oh, this was an epic game. Maybe I could message them and say if they want a remake made in the Genocide engine. That could be fun as long as I get paid for it. Alright. Install that. Oh yeah. Install WinG. Actually, does it even work? Oh, it does. Epic. Oh, it's a little bit laggy though. Actually, this is playable. Oh, this is cool. Alright. Alright, so if you have any other epic tweaks of Windows 10 that you want to talk about, mention them in the comment. Maybe I'll pin them. And yeah, I actually legitimately hope that this helped you out. If you want the Windows 7 games and sticky notes, because I think sticky notes isn't even in this build. Yeah, it's not in this build. If you want them, just go get classic apps, get what you need. I actually like the new task manager better than the old one, so I won't bother with that. And yeah, thanks for watching the video and have a good time. Fine, Windows 10 Enterprise LTSB 64-bit or something like that, and you totally can't just find it quickly by just going to certain websites. Blah, blah, blah.